They went from a $1 million business to a $1.8 million business with these tools and tactics and strategies that I'm about to share. Today, we've got a real world case study of how a client of mine grew their top line by 66%, grew their net profit, and also didn't send themselves crazy doing it. Let's unpack how they did it. So the key stats of this business is that they went from a $1 million business to a $1.8 million business, and they went from 13% net profit up to 41% net profit with these tools and tactics and strategies that I'm about to share. Let's start with where they began. There was a bunch of challenges when we first started working together. There was growing client demands, but the founder had to juggle what role they were going to play in the business. And as the client numbers grew, maintaining quality and maintaining the delivery was a real challenge. Also, operating as a generalist to begin wasn't quite a great fit. And this client had to find the right niche, which they eventually did. And with project-based work involved in the business, having cash flow fluctuations when projects were put on hold or payments were delayed was a real problem for them. There was also a need to set realistic client expectations and not promise the world and then under-deliver, because obviously churn jumps up. So trying to get that right balance of being real with client expectation setting was another key challenge. And then for a lot of the clients I work with, the risk of burnout. So the founder wearing many hats and having to manage their energy levels and passion as the business grew. Let's unpack how they address these. So the way they solved this was to specialize in tech and SaaS. They doubled down on this niche and they become a really, really respected industry player. This allowed them to build relationships in that world and really help them stand out from other agencies. The other one that really impressed me was the founder's discipline to lean remote operations. They had a lot of discipline with their financial strategy. We implemented profit first to give them a clear budget of what they should be keeping and what they should be, reinvesting back in the business. And also really, I think this was part of their secret sauce, focus on really high quality top talent. They would send recruiters crazy, rejecting all of these people and only accepting the top tier talent they thought were going to give an amazing result to their clients. And that, I think, is a huge key to why they have such a great team and why they have such low client churn. So that's a big secret. And the founder was good at delegation and building a core team of loyal team members. There's not a lot of churn in the team, and this person is a great leader. And another secret is clear client communication. I mentioned setting expectations. Well, they followed up and they made sure that expectations they set were met. And if there was ever any disparity between them, there was a conversation around it so they could close that gap. This is the impact that implementing those strategies had. Sustainable growth and profitability. I shared with you the 66% top line and net profit up to 41%. They're amazing numbers and above industry average for agencies that I've seen anyway. A big secret of that was high client retention. Through their specialization, they knew the market well, they knew their strategies worked for that market, and not that many clients churned or staff churned. The founder's work-life balance was restored. They were able to delegate the key things and just focus on being CEO and founder, which was really impressive to have the discipline to train up a team and leave them alone. And their remote first model was really important, especially to find the top talent who may not necessarily be where the company was headquartered, and they could just find the best people for that role. Now they're looking to expand into other territories like the US with a similar model to try and grow the overall revenue of the business and access, the great foreign exchange benefits to selling into the US. So in summary, and hopefully you can take some lessons from this, specializing in an industry, focusing on really good client relationships, setting expectations and meeting them, and building a really lean operation, I think were the key to this client having amazing success. There was top staff talent, and then those team members were having really direct client communication and setting clear expectations at the start. That meant that they were in a really strong position to meet that and, make a really good brand in the market. So I'd like to challenge you. What changes can you make based on this example that might help you level up your business? Thanks for watching. My name is Michael from Trimline. If any of these things resonate, feel free to get in touch. Cheers.